Hi everybody, welcome to Sarah's School, and what will it be about today? Well, it's going to be about hormones, and this is from Men's Health. It is from the one that has Tom Hopper on the cover. He is one of the beefcake bodies from Black Sails. If you haven't watched Black Sails, you will get lots of eye candy if you're a female. And so it says if your hormones aren't working for you, they're working against you. And this is about hacking your hormones, balancing your chemistry to sleep better, boost energy, and burn fat. And just because we're women doesn't mean that some of these don't apply to us too. So the first one is the hunger regulators, Ghrelin and Leptin, okay? Leptin is our friend. Leptin is the one that I never felt before. I always used to say I didn't have a full button. So these two guys are constantly fighting to tell you how much food you need to eat. Ghrelin, which makes you hungry, is secreted by the stomach walls. Leptin, released from fat cells, tells your body that your energy stores are full. Once in your bloodstream, both hormones flow towards the brain's hypothalamus, and in healthy people, whichever one shows up first in the greatest number wins. Sounds like sperm, doesn't it? But when you stop taking care of yourself, your body becomes resistant to leptin, which was me before I took care of myself with food. And ghrelin, the hunger-causing hormone, starts winning the battle. Stick to a bedtime, it says. According to researchers at Penn State, people who sleep fewer than 6 hours a night see appetite-inducing ghrelin levels surge while leptin declines. And no, sleeping in on the weekends doesn't compensate for the damage. If you want a flat belly, you need plenty of shut-eye at night. Oh yeah, that would be me. Metabolism boosters. Thyroid hormones. Thyroid, a bat-shaped gland in your neck, churns out the hormones T3 and T4, which travel through your body, telling each cell how much energy to produce and expend. And then it goes on, but it says dips in T3 and T4 can cause your metabolism to stall and the pounds pile on. If the dip is sudden, it could be due to a tumor or autoimmune condition, such as Hashimoto's. And I was listening to a woman yesterday, and her name is Elle Rush, and she has a whole book. I think it's due out September 8th, maybe August 8th. But anyway, within the next 60 days, all about women and thyroid and all of the things you need to know about it, because your weight gain might be thyroid related, and how to hack, just like this says, and hack your hormones, and also have a thorough thyroid workup, because as we age, things might change, okay? Thyroid's big for us females. It says Dine on iodine. If your body weight spikes, call your doctor. A simple blood test can determine whether you have a thyroid disorder. Otherwise, keep the gland healthy by consuming about 150 micrograms of dietary iodine a day. This mineral is essential for your body's T3 and T4. Saltwater, seafood, dairy, and eggs are all good sources. Good to know. Melatonin for sleep inducer. Ideally, your production of sleep-inducing melatonin would idle during the day and hit its peak between 2 and 4 a.m. But that doesn't always happen. Your pineal gland cycles melatonin based on your exposure to blue light, the stimulating shortwave beams that are emitted by the sun, as well as your smartphone and television. If you spend time in front of a screen after sunset, you throw off your natural sleep cycle, and your 2 a.m. peak could be delayed until it's time to wake up for work. It says, unplug early. Starting 2 hours before bedtime, nix the screens. Even a backlit e-reader can set your sleep cycle back by 1.5 hours. If you must check your phone, use an app like Unblue, $3, or iFilter free with Android. For TV, wear blue filtering glasses. Okay. And then we've got Fat Burner Insulin. If you haven't heard of brown fat, here's what you need to know. Unlike the white fat that jiggles when you do jumping jacks, how about just walking up the stairs? The brown stuff is firm and metabolically active. 50 grams of brown fat burns about 300 calories a day. Good to know. As it turns out, a hormone exists that can turn your white fat brown. It's called irisin. Its existence in humans was confirmed only just last year. If you can get your veins to course with irisin, then you might be able to eliminate the jumping jack jiggle. I won't be doing jumping jacks anytime soon, but when I am going up and down stairs, I could do without that jiggle. Freeze your ass off, it says. Shivering for 10 to 15 minutes increases your irisin production about as much as an hour of moderate exercise does, according to the National Institute of Health. If you're not willing to freeze, then keep your biggest muscles, specifically the ones in your legs, contracting. Running and cycling do the trick. And then the last one is energy importer, insulin. Insulin is responsible for moving fat and sugar from your bloodstream to your fat and muscle cells for storage. If your body stops responding to it properly, sugar levels can rise, putting you at risk for type 2 diabetes. So the goal, generally speaking, is to keep your insulin sugar levels balanced. But an insulin spike can help you immediately after a tough workout when the hormone provides a muscle-building window. It delivers more sugar right to your muscles. That's good. Your body uses this sugar, called glycogen, to keep you energized and full of your strength. This is a little too bodybuilding for me, but eat carbs after your workout, it says. A University of Oklahoma review found that the ideal post-workout carb intake was about 0.5 gram per pound of body mass. So, throw some protein on that plate too. It will help with muscle protein synthesis. So, our hormones can do a lot for us or a lot against us. And I kind of liked this article because it said, you know, sometimes I get glassy-eyed when I read about hormones. But the bottom part telling us what we can do to emphasize and enhance or bring up that hormone, which is leptin, which is what we want, the one that tells us we're full, is helpful to read. So this has been Sarah School, just a few little articles on ideas on hormones. And you can always do your research after you watch this podcast for more information. But hormones are important, especially the thyroid for us females. So, have a grand day. Now, class is dismissed. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.